Hey guys, this is A.EMERY, Bold Girl Will Travel. In this video, we are going to talk about one of my favorite things, shoes. We're going to talk about the shoes that I love that are trending for spring, summer 2025, and the ones that I hate. So if that's of interest to you, stay tuned. Hey guys, it's A.EMERY, Bold Girl Will Travel. On this channel, we talk about travel, fashion, style, not necessarily in that order. I believe that style has no expiration date, and travel is the best self-care there is, and it is for everyone, including us girls over 40 and over 50 and beyond. So if that is of interest to you, please hit that like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend. So we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things in this video, which is shoe trends for 2025, the ones that are trending for spring and summer, and the ones that I absolutely love, and the ones that I hate. And here's the good news. As I went through my shoe collection, I found that I had pretty much every single type of shoe that folks are talking about trending this year, which means I ain't buying nothing new except two things that I've already bought, and I'll share that in this video. But beyond that, I'm not buying anything because I don't need anything, because guess what? It's already in my closet. So the tip is, before you buy anything, check your closet. Do you already have it? Do you have something similar to it? Now, obviously, if you're not a person that's into style and trends, then you're probably not going to want to watch this video, and that's okay. So if you're watching it, it's because you're interested in these things. And if that's the case, before you go buy, look in your closet. Don't start buying anything just because everyone's saying that it's in, and you're seeing all these great videos and reading these great articles in Vogue and Glamour and Marie Claire and so on, telling you these are the shoes trending for this year. Before you buy anything, make sure, first of all, that it is not something you already own. And also, is it something that you will actually wear? Because everything ain't for everybody. So make sure that what is trending is something that aligns with your style aesthetic and is something that you're interested in. Because when I get to the things that I absolutely am not wearing and I don't care that they're trending, you'll get what I'm saying. But first, let's talk about the stuff that are trending, because they're all things that I love. So first, let's talk about sneakers, because if you watch my closet staples video, you know that sneakers are one of my closet staples. It's one of the things that I wear all the time that I believe everyone should have, right? And so I was excited to see the sneakers are not only on trend, but that the sneakers that are on trend are the ones that I already own in my closet and I intended to be wearing anyway. And so the slim sneaker is on trend again this year. And this ain't nothing new. We're talking about slim cut sneakers like the Adidas Samba, like the Adidas Gazelle, like my personal favorite, the Puma Club 2, right? Which is those sneakers that I've shared with you guys in my closet staples video. And generally speaking, slim cut suede sneakers, especially those in tan and brown, are on trend. These are all things for the most part that are in my closet. So let me show you my sneakers that I'm going to be wearing. You're going to see them popping up on this video as I'm talking. Here are my sneakers. They are my Adidas Sambas, right? And one thing I will say about these sneakers is that they are cut narrow. So if you have wide feet, probably size a half size up at least. And the other thing is that they do cut up on the back of your heel. So I had to buy these socks, and I will link them in my LTK and in this video. I found them on Amazon, but I'm sure you can find them in other places. And if I can find them in other places, I will link them there. They are for running shoes. And the nice thing about them is that they have a padding that goes over your heel that goes upwards on your leg, as you can see in the video. They are perfect for Sambas, because I am not a person that always wears socks with sneakers, especially when I go to the gym. I do not like to wear socks. It's my own personal issue. I don't like socks on my feet when I'm exercising. And when I'm walking, a lot of times I don't wear socks, but I have to wear socks with my Sambas because they cut the back of my foot. But with these socks on, not socks, but I have to wear socks with my Sambas because the Sambas cut the back of my foot. Because of these socks, I'm able to wear my Sambas a lot more than I was, because I wore them. I love them because they're black on black. But then when I was wearing them, I found they were cutting the back of my feet. And when I say they're cutting in, and they hurt, and they can even make your skin break because it rubs against the back. Because of these socks now, I don't have the rubbing problem. So if you're having that issue with your Sambas, these might be the socks that you need. The socks that sneakers that are my favorite are my Pumas. I love these sneakers. and I literally just purchased them in silver. The exact same style in silver. Metallics are on trend, but I bought them because I liked them. The price was good. DSW has a really great collection, and some of them are even on sale. My Pumas were on sale, and then I got a percentage off. They were running a sale when I bought my silver ones. I got 20% off the price. So don't sleep on DSW is what I'm saying. The Puma Speed Cats are very on trend this year. As I shared in another video, I used to own the red and white ones. I sold them. I'm not planning to buy a new pair of red and white ones right now, but if one falls into my lap on sale, I might break down and get it. But I love my pink and red Puma Club 2. They're called the Puma Club 2 Era. Love them. Highly recommend. They're comfortable and they look great. I also love my Adidas Platform Gazelles, and they are my go-tos, especially if I'm wearing like beige and browns and jeans. They're great with wide leg jeans. Love them. I also just purchased a pair of brown suede Adidas Sambas. I think they're perfect for lots of other looks in my closet when I don't want to wear sandals, but I definitely don't want to wear boots because it's springtime going into summer. These will come in handy. Chocolate brown is on trend, and chocolate brown is one of my favorite colors, so I wear it a lot. So I decided to wear these. Sometimes I don't want to wear my brown and black Vuitton runners, and so this is a perfect sneaker to wear instead. I also love runners, so the other style sneakers that I love are runners, and my two favorite pairs of runners are my orange and beige Nikes, which I'm showing in this video. And then I absolutely love my Vuitton runners. I'll put the correct names of all these sneakers in the description and possibly on the screen. And I love my Gucci GG runners. I probably wear my Gucci GG runners the most when I travel. They're a great travel shoe and they're a great gym shoe. They're super comfortable. They do not make my feet hot even with socks. I love these sneakers. I'm not saying you need to run out and get them, but I know they had them at a couple of Gucci outlets that I've been to. So if you happen to stumble across a pair at a good price, absolutely positively get it. Like if you're in Neiman Marcus Last Call or one of those places and you see a pair of Gucci runners, they're true to size. So I'm trying to think, did I size up? I always tend to size up a half a size on my sneakers. So I probably bought an 8.5 and I regularly wear an 8. So I would say to do that, but they are super, super comfortable. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So in terms of sneaker and on-trend shoes, I love a sneaker. I'm excited to find out that the sneakers that I really love anyway are on trend because that's what I was planning to wear anyway. Now, the next type of shoe that is on trend is the soft leather loafer. Y'all know I went a little loafer crazy last year, and I've still been wearing my loafers, but I did find that I don't wear them as much as I thought I would. So I will not be buying any more loafers, but I will continue to wear the ones that I have. I have a couple of pair of loafers. The soft loafers they're talking about are more like the driving type loafers. Zara has some beautiful ones that are leather that I will link in the description of this video. But I will be wearing my Ferragamos. And when I was in Ireland last year, I bought a pair of Louis Vuitton loafers that are super comfortable and I'm obsessed with. So usually when I put loafers on, those are the ones I put on. I also have a pair of driving Louis Vuitton loafers from several years ago. I got them, I want to say I got them on the Real like 6 or 7 years ago. I forgot I had them, which is why I bought the ones in Ireland. Don't be like me. I love the ones I got in Ireland, which I'm showing here in this video. But I can tell you that I would not have bought them if I had remembered that I already had a pair of driver-style Vuitton loafers. I will say that the Vuitton loafers that I bought in Ireland are more comfortable than the driving loafers, and I will tell you why. When I wear them, I used to drive in these shoes all the time, but I found that when I wore them to walk around, the very front part would cut into the top of my big toe and it would hurt. So I tended to wear them for driving, but not for walking. The ones that I have now are extremely comfortable for walking. I don't really drive very much anymore, so it doesn't matter one way or the other, right? But when I am driving, when I was driving a lot, I used to keep those in my car and I used to drive in them and they were very comfortable as driving shoes, but not necessarily as walk around in the office all day shoes or running errands on the weekend shoes. Just that disclaimer, in case you've looked at them on the secondhand market, I'm letting you know that the second pair in the video are less comfortable than the first pair, okay? I love my Ferragamos. I do not wear them enough. I think I've only worn them once. They're beautiful shoes. Probably wouldn't wear them again. Wouldn't buy them again simply because I don't wear them, but not because they aren't comfortable as hell and they're beautiful. I will say that. They're beautifully made. They're beautifully cut. You do have to break them in a little bit, but now that I have, they don't hurt at all, and they're very comfortable and they look great. However, I didn't really need to buy these shoes. I may still sell them. I've only worn them once, but they are quite beautiful. The other pair that I have that I'm showing you is a pair that I bought from a company called Charlotte Stone. They are absolutely beautiful. They hurt my feet. I have stretched them once, and I'm probably going to stretch them some more. The stretching liquid does work, but I need to stretch the top of them a little bit more. The problem with this company's shoes is that they don't make half sizes. I bought them in 8s because I was worried that the 9s would be too big. In wearing the 8s, it's very clear to me that the 9s would have been too big. What I needed was an 8.5. They don't make 8.5s. So I had to stretch them, which is a pain in the butt. So while they look really beautiful and they're very comfortable to wear, I would once you break them in, if they are the right size, I imagine they would be comfortable because they don't rub on the back of my heel or anything like that. But the top part needs to be a little bit bigger. So what I did was I bought some shoe stretch. I put some socks on and I wore them for half a day, and that did help. So I'm going to do it again to stretch them again the rest of the way. But I would just say that if you are a person who needs to wear half sizes in certain shoes, you might want to avoid buying these loafers because they don't make them in half sizes. Okay, that's my disclaimer. The next style shoe that is very big this year is the Gladiator lace-up sandals. I used to own several pairs of Gladiator, and I love a lace-up sandal. We're going to get to that in a minute. However, I got rid of all my Gladiators. So what I did do was I bought a pair of these Doc Marten Nartilla, I think they're called Nartilla platform sandals. They are not here yet. I have ordered them. I'm very excited about them because the reviews are great and they have lug soles. Y'all know how I love a lug sole because where I live here in Mexico, I can't walk around in shoes that don't have lug soles. So I'm super excited to get a pair of toes out sandals that are not Birkenstocks that I can wear with a dress and look cute and not have to wear Birkenstocks. I like my Birkenstocks and I wear my Birkenstocks, but I mainly wear my Birkenstocks here out of necessity, not because I always want to wear them, but because in terms of walking, if I'm not wearing sneakers, I have to wear Birkenstocks because of the terrain here. But if I could find more stylish shoes, like in the summer, like in the winter, it's not a problem because I got great looking boots with lug soles. But in the spring and summer, it has been a challenge. It's one of the reasons I bought loafers. I bought 2 pairs of loafers with lug soles because I wanted to have other shoes that I could wear and walk around in, right? But I tend to put my Birkenstocks on because if you own Birkenstocks, you know how comfortable they are. But they're not always the style choice you want. They work with certain things, but not everything. So I'm very excited about these platform sandals, and we shall report later about how well they work out when I actually get them, put them on, and start wearing them around. Now, the other style shoe that is in that I am excited about are clogs. I recently bought a pair of clogs from Jeffrey Campbell. They are now sold out. I'm putting them up on the screen. I'm kicking myself because I don't know how I didn't see these. They're apparently on the Nordstrom website and they were on the Jeffrey Campbell website. And I love Jeffrey Campbell. I own several of his shoes. But I missed these and I was lucky enough to find one pair in my size, but I really wanted either the denim ones or the other color combination, and they didn't have either of those. So I ended up buying this one with olive green and some other colors, but I would have bought the second one that I'm showing you here if I had caught them earlier. They are called the Calcius. Nordstrom is completely sold out of them, and Jeffrey Campbell only has them in a handful of really teeny tiny foot sizes, okay? But clogs are back. If y'all know me, you know I'm already a clogs girl. I own clogs. I have Fendi clogs. I have Vuitton clogs. But the clogs that are in now are more narrow cut with the studs on them. From like, they kind of have like a 70s vibe to them. And I really believe these are back because of the bohemian chic aesthetic that is on trend right now. Because these type of clogs look great with those style dresses and those style clothing. So I think that's why they're bringing them back. But I really like the clogs that are like the ones I just got from Jeffrey Campbell and the ones that I have already. So that's what I'll be wearing. I'm not a huge fan of the wooden. I had a pair of zebra wooden clogs and I got rid of them. And the reason I don't regret it is because they were not super comfortable to walk in. They were cute, but they were not super comfortable. So while I love the way they look, I don't always like walking them. We will see how I feel when I get these Jeffrey Campbell ones. But I'm going to stick to the old school clogs, which look like these. These are my Fendi's. I kind of like that style clog more so than the wooden clog that they're bringing back. In addition to bringing back the wooden clogs, they're also bringing back the wooden platform sandals. I have a pair of wooden platform sandals. I was going to get rid of them and something told me not to. So I left them in storage in either they're at my son's place or that they're in a bin at my cousin's place. We shall be digging them up and taking them on my upcoming trip that I will be telling you about in another video very soon. But I'm very glad I held on to them because I ordered this dress from Zara that is very much bohemian chic style. Here's what it looks like. And it will go perfectly with those sandals, provided it fits properly. So I'm very happy I kept the sandals. And I'm very excited about this dress when it arrives. We're crossing our fingers that it fits. Okay. The next style of shoe that is on trend is the heeled thong sandals, right? And y'all already know I do love a thong sandal. I know everybody doesn't like thongs because they don't like stuff cutting between their toes. I'm not one of those everybody's. I love sandals. I love thong sandals. I will be wearing my Gucci thongs flip-flops, which are another style that's in, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I love these Zara fur thongs that I bought with the kitten heel. They are the business, and they are on trend apparently. And I am obsessed with my Massimo Dutti lace-up thong sandals that I bought last year. Now, these style lace-ups are still on trend, but not as hot as they were last year. Ask me if I care. I have several pairs. I've got my leopards that you can see right here. I've also got my Massimo Duttis, which I'm gonna put back up right here. And I have a pair of metallic gold, gold and silver ones that I've gotten several years ago from Loafer Randall that I'm gonna put up here. They are very much in the metallic trend that is on trend for shoes this year. And I have these gold ones that I got on sale last year during Zara's end of the year sale that I have not even worn outside yet, but they will be getting outside soon. And I'm gonna be wearing them because I don't care. I pay attention to the trends, but I don't care. If I really love something, I'm wearing it. I don't care. So I'm thrilled that these things turns out that they are on trend, but I would have probably been wearing them anyway, okay? So flip-flops are the next thing that's in. I love a flip-flop, as I just told you. I love a thong flip-flop. Thong flip-flops are in. I'm not buying any because I got my Crocs. You all know my sequin Crocs. I love them. I take them everywhere I go. And my Gucci flip-flops that are, God, those things are, I have to say those are well made because I've had mine for at least 7 or 8 years at this point, and they're still going strong. All right. So, and I love them because they pack easily. They flatten down in the bottom of the suitcase. So I like to take them places with me, and they look nice in the daytime. They look nice with a maxi dress at night. They dress up and down very nicely. And so I will almost always, when I'm traveling in the summer, have my Gucci flip-flops and have my Croc flip-flops. I'll wear my Croc flip-flops to the beach, to the pool, anywhere that my feet could get wet, I'll wear them, right? If someone asks me what shoes, especially for summertime, that I will always pack, it will be my Croc flip-flops and then my Gucci thong flip-flops. So I'm super happy that flip-flops are, thong flip-flops are in because I was going to be wearing them anyway. Now, as I mentioned before, the kitten heel is on trend, and I love a good kitten heel, right? And so I'm very excited, as I said, about my Zara fur thongs. Y'all know that I am thrilled about those shoes. And they have a kitten heel. So one of the things I want you to think about is when you're thinking about these trends and what you have in your closet, sometimes there'll be combinations of things. So one of the trends they mentioned that is in is Shoes with personality is one of the style shoes. They like shoes that have interesting things about them. You know, last year they were talking about quiet luxury. That's over. Thank God. I never paid any attention to that anyway, because I like my luxury loud and obnoxious. I'm not interested in any quiet luxury. I like things that are interesting and have personality. So when they said shoes with personality, I was like, they're talking about me, right? So when they said that, it brought to mind, you know, the things that they said are things like see-through shoes, PVC, mesh, metallics, floral, things with floral. All of these are things that I have. So I went and pulled out you all have seen my floral pumps that I found on the Real. These are Jeffrey Campbell's. They're sold out. But I found some beautiful lace floral pumps. I can't remember who they're by, but I'm going to put it on the screen. These are gorgeous. If I didn't already have a pair of floral pumps, I would be getting these. They're gorgeous. Nordstrom has these. Walk, don't run. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. But a nice statement pump that has flowers on it or sequins or mesh. Mesh pumps are very big this year as well. Here are a pair from Katy Perry that I thought were cute because they also were wedge, and wedges are in again this year. It combines the mesh and the wedge in one shoe. So you don't have to go buy one of each thing. You could find a shoe with PVC on it. For example, look at these PVC wedges that I own that lace up. So they've got 3 trends. Snakeskin is another trend that's in on shoes this year. This shoe has a PVC see-through on the top, and it has a snakeskin motif, and it laces up. It's a 3-fer. And I've had these shoes for about 2 years. I also have them in leopard. I was going to sell the leopards, but now I think I'm going to keep them. Same style. One is in snakeskin, one is in leopard. They're by Vince Camuto. They're not available anymore, but I'll see if I see something similar. But I love them because it's a 3-fer. I'm getting 3 trends in one shoe, okay? The next shoe that I'm showing you here is a Jeffrey Campbell that came out the year I think Jacques Mousse first put out those shoes with the interesting heels, and Cult Gaia. Jeffrey Campbell came. This was his lower cost answer to it. I bought the Cult Gaia ones. They were wildly uncomfortable. I sold them, but I kept my Jeffrey Campbells, and I'm glad I did, because now look at these shoes from Jacques Mousse. Now, look at my Jeffrey Campbell shoes. Not a really large difference, is there? So I'm glad I kept my Jeffrey Campbells, and I'll be wearing them. Probably not here in Mexico, but as I travel to Europe and so on this summer, I will likely be taking those sandals to wear out in the evening to dinner. They're sexy as hell. They're comfortable, actually, to walk in. And they're interesting. And they're on trend. And I've had them in my closet for a while, okay? And then look at these PVC lace-up sandals. I got these from Zara like 2 or 3 years ago. Here I am at my friend's wedding in them. So again, buy the things that you love and hold on to them. That's what I want y'all to remember. I regret a lot of things I let go of when I was moving here. Not everything, but there are a couple pieces. And so I'm glad I held on to certain things that I really loved and enjoyed, and didn't talk myself into just getting rid of every single thing because I was moving abroad, which people tell people to do. I think that's bad advice. Know yourself and keep the things that you love. Buy things that you love. Don't just buy things you like. Buy things you love. Get them on sale if you can, and then hold on to them. Style is cyclical. Well, style is personal. Fashion is cyclical. So let me correct myself. Fashion is cyclical. What's old is new, is old is new, and comes around and around and around. So when you love something, keep it. Speaking of which, the next thing that's in, the Peeptoe pump is back. Now, it's a very different Peeptoe. It's like a lot less toe showing. Just a slither of toe. I gave away all my Peeptoe pumps, and I'm not sorry because I don't wear heels no more. And they were all very high heels. So I got rid of all of them when I was moving because I knew I wasn't going to keep them. With the exception of one pair that I can think of that was so beautiful, I wish I'd kept it. But it was wildly uncomfortable. That's why I got rid of it. But I have no Peeptoes, and I don't plan to get any. Because I feel like I have enough. I'm going to wear what I have, right? But if you have a Peeptoe pump and you held on to it, pull that sucker out, brush it off, and put it on, right? Another trend that is in is the high-heeled thong sandal. There's one from Alaya. It's gorgeous. It looks wildly uncomfortable. I would never wear a heel that high anymore. But I had a pair of heels like this. I got rid of them because I knew I would never wear them again. So I don't regret getting rid of them. I have my Mule, those are like booties. And then I have the taller ones. And they're going to have to be enough. But I'm not going to go out and buy a 4-inch stiletto pump because it's pretty and I know I'm never going to wear it. But I do like looking at the pictures of it because it is pretty gorgeous, but not for my feet. So again, know yourself, know what you already have, and don't just wildly run out and buy something because it's on trend. So look in your closet, because as I'm showing you, a lot of these things that they're saying on trend, I already have them. The next shoe that is still on trend for this year is the Mule. And guess what? I was reading an article, I think it was Marie Claire, one of them, and they put up this shoe right here. And I kept looking at it and I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure I have that shoe. And I was right. Here's my version. And I like my version better because it's black and white. It's more like not black, but like a beige and white. It's comfortable as hell. And it's fly as hell. And it goes with so many things. I wear these with jeans. I wear these with skirts. I've worn them with wide leg jeans, skinny jeans. I've worn them under a dress. They are so versatile. I love a Mule, y'all. Y'all know it. Y'all see the trend. I like clogs and I like mules. I like my heel out, right? Because mules are great for almost every time of year except winter, because even in the summer, you put it on, you don't want to have your toes out, but your toes aren't done. You need to get them done. But you don't want to have a hot shoe on your foot. You throw your foot in a Mule or a clog and you're ready to go. So I'm super excited that mules are in because I have quite a few. Here is my Jeffrey Campbell Vaders that are black patent leather. They don't have this available anymore, but now he has them in all these jewel tone colors. Look at this turquoise. I've been staring at this for a while. But for me, the high heel is not super practical. So I don't want to buy a heel that high in another color. I just stick to the black patent leather. But look at this. He has I think there's like a turquoise and there's a hot pink one also in this style. Just freaking gorgeous. Love it. I don't need it, so I'm not getting it because I have the black patent leather one and I use it. So again, you don't have to buy something if you already have it. I have this other Mule right here that I really like. I got this one in Turkey and it's a statement piece. It's a collector's piece. I will never get rid of it. Do I wear it very much outside? No, because of the fur, but that's besides the point. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm glad I have it. And then another one that I wear quite a bit is this leopard one, and leopard is still on trend. Leopard, zebra, snakeskin are all on trend right now. So if you have snakeskin, pull it out of the closet. You have leopard slides, leopard sandals, leopard, clogs, any of that stuff, pull it out of the closet. I've had these leopard mules for a couple of years. They're by Cole Haan. They might still have these on Amazon. I got mine at Cole Haan. I did not get them on Amazon. I'm on a no buy right now with Amazon. I'm not messing with Lex Luthor, but I'm not telling y'all what to do, okay? But I did see these on Amazon. I will see if I still see them, and I will see if I see them on 6 p.m. Don't sleep on 6 p.m. They have a lot of things that sometimes are out of stock in other places. So I will see if they're there. If they are, I'll link them in the description, or I'll at least let you know that you can find it there. And I will also have it linked in my LTK. But I love these Cole Haans. They're super comfortable. They've been all over the world with me. I've traveled with them a lot because leopard is a neutral. It goes with almost everything. So especially when I'm packing super light and I need something to wear out at night to give an outfit a little zip, I'll throw these in the suitcase and take them with me along with my flip-flops, and that'll be it. So this is a great look. Now, also, when we're talking personality, I have to show you these. So these are like a pump with a lace up by Loafer Randall. If you've been paying attention, you know I also have this as a boot. But I love the shoes. I got them on Poshmark. I don't know if there are more of them on Poshmark. If they are, we'll link them to my LTK and to the description of this video. But I love these, and I love the block heel. Block heels are back. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Because I love a block heel. They're comfortable. They're easy to walk in. And look at this shoe. It's gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous. And you can wear these with jeans. You can wear with dresses. You can wear with any damn thing you like. It's a great shoe with style, personality, and it's practical. because of the heel. You can easily wear it. It has a round toe. It's comfortable. I love it. Okay. Now, the last thing that I'm going to mention that is on trend, and I think I mentioned this again, but I'll mention this last thing, is platforms, right? Not platform high heels, but the platform suede. Boho is very big right now. And so it's a very particular type of shoe that they're bringing back. The platform shoe with the studs on it. I'm going to put examples up here. The clog with the studs going around it. Those are on trend. The other ones are not. Like regular platform heels are out. I don't wear platforms anymore because, like I said, I don't wear high heels. I don't care if they got platforms or not. The last thing I'm going to mention is wedges. Wedges are back. And that's a good thing for those of us who don't want to wear stilettos and things like that. Wedges are back. They never went out for me. Like one of my favorite shoes that I wear all the time are my Sorel wedges. And if I can find them, I'll put a picture up next to me. I wear these shoes a lot. I travel with these shoes on occasion. Again, if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm going to need something to wear at night, I'm either going to take these or I'm going to take the mules. The mules usually win because they're easier to pack, right? But depending on what I'm wearing, like when I went to Zanzibar for the first time, I think those were the shoes that I took. And they were super comfortable. I went walking with lions with those shoes on, right? They're super, super comfortable. Sorel makes really great shoes. And they're always, comfort is key with them. So I have a pair of hiking boots that I wore on safari. And then I had these as my more dressed up shoes that I could wear at night with a dress, or I could wear them during the day with a pair of pants or something like that with my toes out because it was warm. And they were super, super comfortable. So don't sleep on Sorel, and don't think that just because something is a wedge, it's going to be comfortable. All wedges are not comfortable. Like those lace-up ones that I showed you, they are not as comfortable as my Sorels. So I can wear those lace-up pink snakeskin shoes for maybe an hour or so. And then I'm going to need to pull out some ballet flats, right? Which is a segue to the shoes that I hate. So I've just shared the shoes that are in trend that I love, right? And just to recap, they're the slim sneaker, soft leather loafers, Gladiator lace-up sandals, clogs, flip-flops, heeled thong sandals, right? Platform shoes, wedges, platform sandals. So those are the sandals with like the wood heel with the studs around them. And Peeptoe sandals, right? I like them. I'm not going to be wearing them, but I do like them. Oh, Peeptoe Slide sandals. Let me show you what I mean by those. These are Peeptoe Slide sandals, and I do actually have a pair of these. I got them at Zara last year. Zara has a lot of these. They're beautiful. They don't have the ones that I have, but they have this one over here, which is very similar to the one I have. And they also have these polka dot ones, and they have this black and white one with a rose on it. Run, don't walk. Those are what I mean by Peeptoe Slide sandals. Now, the Peeptoe pumps are also back. Those I will not be acquiring, but they are nice. But this Peeptoe Slide sandal, I do have a pair that I got from last year. The ones I bought are super comfortable. I wore them to a wedding, and I danced all evening in them, and they did not hurt my feet. They're super comfortable. Mine's are only like 2.5 inches. The ones that they have now vary from 2 to 2.5 to up to like 3.5. Those black and white ones with the bow, those are high. I love looking at them, but I was like, I would never wear them. But they're beautiful. Those are in, and mules, as I mentioned before, and then shoes with personality. So for example, those black and white with the roses slides are two trends. They're Peeptoe slides that are on trend this year, and they are shoes with personality. So don't think I'm not saying you need to get any of these shoes, first of all, but y'all know I do love a good shoe. But remember that a shoe can have more than one of the traits mentioned, right? So you could buy a really nice black pump, right, with mesh, that's mesh, right? So it's pumped and it's mesh, right? Mesh is in right now. Or you could buy a black pump that has a wedge heel that's mesh, like these Katy Perry's, right? And it has a little embellishment on the top, which falls under the personality thing. So this shoe has mesh, and it has some personality. So it's hitting 2 trends, right? So, and then other trends are snakeskin, leopard, zebra, right? And it could be any style shoe that I mentioned. I showed you my Jeffrey Campbells that I've had for years that have a snakeskin motif, right? And are very close to the Jacques Mousse that people are paying. I can't remember how much those shoes are. I'll put them on the screen. But I can promise you that I didn't pay that for my Jeffrey Campbells. I probably paid $100 for those Jeffrey Campbells if I didn't get them on sale. And so I love these. Now let's talk real quick about the ones I don't like, and then we'll be finished with this video, because I don't want to go too long. Mary Janes. I have made peace with the fact that I don't like Mary Janes. They're little girl shoes. They remind me of them Dick and Jane books that they used to make us read when I was in elementary school. I don't like Mary Jane shoes. I've tried them and I've always gotten rid of them or never wore them at all. I once had a pair of pointy Mary Jane pumps that were knockoffs of the Manolo Blahniks. Now those were some badass shoes. Those are the only Mary Janes I've ever liked it. Sorry, that I've ever liked. I do not like flat, square-toed, round-toed, flat shoes Mary Janes. Now, those Manolo Blahniks, Mary Janes, now that's a different conversation. But I'm not wearing 4-inch stilettos now, or even 3.5. The ones I had, I think, were 3.5 Mary Janes. I can't remember what I got. Remember when 9 West was all the rage? I don't remember whether they were 9 West or where they were from. But those were some badass pumps. I did get rid of those. I have mixed feelings about that choice, but they were beautiful. And they were comfortable. I used to wear them all over the place. I used to wear them to work at least once a week. They were badass. Not talking about those. These little square heel hole baby little girl shoes, I don't care if they're leopard. I don't care if they're metallic. I don't care what they are. I hate them. Those are for little girls. I think if you are above the age of 6, you don't have any business wearing these shoes. That's my opinion. Okay. I also do not like Western boots. The closest I'm getting to a Western boot are these shoes right here. These are Bottegas. I found them on the Humble. I love them. They got a Western style to them, but they're mules. And they're badass. Look at them. They're beautiful. But regular Western style heel haul boots, I don't like them. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those of you who do. But I don't like them. They are on trend. I do not care. I will not wear them. With all due respect to Beyonce and Cowboy Carter tour, and I'm not going to her concert anyway. So all the more reason why I don't need to buy no damn Western boots. Okay? The other pair of shoes that I do not like are ballet flats. I have made peace with the reality that I don't like ballet flats. I've bought ballet flats. I actually bought some ballet flats last year, like the beginning of last year, that were Zara. They were burgundy. So I was like, oh, let me try them. I've worn them things one time. I'm pretty sure I will never wear them again. I don't like them. And I have a pair of those foldable ballet flats. And the only time I will wear those is when I will slip them into my purse when I know I'm going to be wearing a pair of shoes that are uncomfortable. And I will pull them out and put them on when my feet hurt. And I rarely wear shoes now that are ever uncomfortable, so I hardly ever have to use my foldable ballet flats. But those are the only ballet flats that I own, and I couldn't tell you the last time I've worn them. And I actually bought them back in the day because I used to wear high heels a lot. So I would slide a pair of ballet flats when I was going to church. I would slide a pair of these into my purse and then wear them when I got out of church. I would put them on and drive home in them. Or I would, if I was going out with my friends dancing or something like that, by the end of the evening, I would take off the shoes I had on and slide a pair of these on. And they're really cool. They're by, I think they're called Yosi Samura. And they fold right in half and they're in a little pouch. I don't know if they still make them, but if they do, I'll link them to the description of this video. And that's the only ballet flats I will wear. But all these other little ballet flats with beads, ballet flat with metal studs, ballet flats with sequins, I don't care what they do to them. I don't care if they are from, who's the Mule or Alaya or whoever the hell it is. I'm not buying and wearing no damn ballet flats. I don't like them. I think they're ugly. I'm not saying you shouldn't wear them. If you like them, knock yourself out. They're on trend right now and everybody's selling a version of them. But I don't like them. And so I am not going to wear them. So that is my roundup of shoe trends that I love and shoe trends. And these are shoe trends for spring and summer 2025 that I love and the ones I hate. Thankfully, the majority of what's on trend, I love. And the even better news is that I already own them, so I don't have to go and buy anything. And not that I have to, but I won't feel the need to buy anything at all because I literally have all these things already in my closet. And then I only have 3 things that are on trend that I don't like. So I won't be wearing the Mary Janes or the Western boots or the ballet flats, and that's okay. But I will be wearing the slim sneakers, the leather loafers that I already have. Won't be going out and buying new ones, but I'll be wearing the ones I have. I have acquired a pair of Gladiator lace-up sandals, and I have acquired a pair of clogs, and I have acquired a pair of silver Pumas. But everything else I already have. Flip-flops, heel thong sandals, platform slant sandals. Like I said, I have a pair that I've had for a while that I'm just going to pull out. They're suede, brush them suckers up and put them on. I have Peeptoe Slide sandals. I don't have Peeptoe pumps, but I won't be buying any. I have a gazillion pairs of mules. I have clog styles. I have heels. I have every style you can think of. I love mules. I have a lot of them. And I've got all kinds of shoes with personality. Personality for days. One thing you can never say my shoes don't have is personality for days. I got it all, right? So I am good to go on the shoe trends without having to do much of any purchasing. And the ones that I have purchased were things that I just wanted, like those metallic, those silver sneak Pumas that I bought. I couldn't stop thinking about them. I looked at them. I had them in the cart. I was like, I'm not buying them. I have the pink and red ones. I'm not going to buy another one. And then I was like, I really want them. And so I went ahead and bought them. But I also have my metallic Gladiator lace-ups, my flat Gladiator lace-ups that I've had for years. And they're beautiful. And I'm going to be wearing those. So the moral of the story is wear what you have. Shop in your closet. You know, if you're paying attention to trends, always go look in your closet to see, do I already have one of these? Like I told you with the loafers, if I had remembered that I already had some Vuitton driving loafers, I probably wouldn't have bought the other ones, even though I like the other ones more because they don't hurt my feet. They're comfortable. I love the way they look. They're beautiful. But I probably wouldn't have bought them if I had remembered that I already had a pair. So always like have a good grasp of what you have and buy what you love, not just what you like and what you want, but what you love. Like if you can't stop thinking about something, then maybe you go ahead and get it. But my rule of thumb now is I put stuff in a cart and I leave it there. And 9 times out of 10, I forget about it. Now, if a week later I'm still thinking about that thing, it's probably gone from the cart, but I'm still thinking about it, then I'll go get it. Most things, I don't think about them again. I look at them and think, oh, that's really nice. And I put it in the cart or I save it. I'll get the link and I'll save it somewhere. And then I never go back and look at it again. So I know I didn't really like it that much. So that's a good way to like not make frivolous purchases. That works for me. And to not buy something that because you just liked it. So even with all these trends and things, pick the thing that you really love that is living rent-free in your head and you can't stop thinking about. And it's usually maybe going to be 1 or 2 items of all the things that you think about. So this season, I've done very few shopping relevant to shoes and clothes because I only bought the things that I couldn't stop thinking about. And so those suede clogs were 1 pair and those silver sneakers were the other ones. The brown ones that I bought were more, I don't want to wear. I have another pair of brown sneakers and I didn't want to wear them all the time. So I decided I would get these because I'll wear them more to more places. But so it was kind of a practical decision. But those clogs and those silver sneakers were really like, I couldn't stop thinking about them. And that's why I got them. I showed you guys in another video some items from Zara that I purchased. It wasn't a lot. My Zara like haul is not even 5 things this season, which is a big, that's a big deal because last year was a bunch of stuff I bought. But I only bought things that I really couldn't stop thinking about or things that filled a hole in my closet. Or both, like a combination of it fills a hole in my closet and I can't stop thinking about it. So that's kind of my rule now, that I have to really be obsessed with something and refixated on something. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know which of the shoes that I shared that you like the best. Tell me in the comments and tell me whether you have any of these shoes in your closet or plan to acquire any of them this season. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, because y'all know I love some shoes. And please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please follow me on LTK. And please share this video with a friend.